Test, test, test. Oh, here we go. Hello and welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. Sorry for very little advanced warning once again, but as you can see behind me, I'm in a completely different space. Had to set up all of the equipment, and some of it is different, and it's been crazy, but we're here now, and that's all that matters. I said probably about a week ago that I would be covering the hidden side sets, and it's been a very long week since then, and I just haven't gotten to it until now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go through these sets. I've not looked at them myself personally, very much, like I've just barely skimmed over them. Just want to make sure that everything is visible and people are able to hear me in the chat. But yeah, I'm going to go through these. Most of the viewers of this video are going to be seeing it after the fact, not live. So I'm not going to put most of my attention in the chat until after I go through one. So let's do it. This first one up that's on the screen right now is JB's Submarine. We're looking at 224 pieces for this and 20 euro or expected $20 US. I think from just the initial look at it, I think that might be a decent price. It looks a little bit like what was it, the graveyard set or something like that, kind of has that layout, but it's supposed to be underwater though. Underwater on the hidden side, so the black and the medium azure and stuff. That is, of course, that has to be a print, so that's good, and it's an interesting one. That's going to be a sticker back there. I like that. I don't know if it's supposed to be a sculpture or if it's actually, like a statue, or if it's actually living, or if it's a little bit of both. I don't think they needed to do the shark like this. I feel like the shark should have been more possessed. If you're going to go for a possessed shark, like, commit to it, right? Just want to make sure. Okay, there we go. Just checking in on the chat real quick. Mayo, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. And Lego Fanboy, thank you very much for your very early super chats. I will come back to the chat after I go through these once for all the folks who are going to be watching this after the fact, but I will definitely be interacting with you guys shortly. So overall, to me personally, this isn't that impressive of a set to look at. Like, I like pieces of it, but the overall thing, I don't know, that sub especially, like the main thing you're paying for is the sub there. So let's move on. We'll come back to these and I'll talk with you guys about them. This is the Supernatural race car, and we're looking at 244 pieces, so just 20 pieces more than that last one, but it cost 50% more at $30 or 30 euro. That is crazy, that difference right there. Miles Plays, thank you so much for your contribution to this stream. You just totally sponsored the stream. Thank you so much. Miles Plays, he says, Hidden Side is a very odd theme to me. Seems like it's like a modern Scooby-Doo. Yeah, let's talk about Hidden Side on the whole a bit once we come back around. But yeah, $30 or 30 euro for this. Got that Lotus 7 kind of look, the Caterham kind of look to this, but with a roof over the top of it. I like the color scheme of this a lot. If I was buying it just for me and not for the review, I would probably not put that sticker on the top. I probably wouldn't put that sticker there either. Otherwise, it looks really good. A little bit of a rat rod kind of appearance. Looks like they're doing a V4 engine once again, unless they've got just pairs of collectors there for the headers. Thank you all for joining me. Sorry for the late notification about this, but we'll get caught up. I really like that figure right there. That is very cool. The color scheme and just how bright that print looks, how those eyes really seem to be glowing. That's nice. I can see these pieces being used in the future for a lot of people's custom stuff, gothic kind of stuff, monster world things. Yeah, overall, this looks pretty cool. Let me see. Oh yeah, it also has the feature to turn the wheels down, so you get the idea of it being able to float, or the repulsor lift kind of thing. So that's cool. But the price is awkward to me. Then it has 20 more pieces than the last one, than the sub one, but it costs 50% more. It costs $10 more. I don't like that. I do like this piece being made available in the dark green. I can just imagine a lot of people going and doing the dark green colored Mini Coopers now. Just recolor the Speed Champions 5-stud wide one to dark green. That's perfect for that. Have they done that in that color before? I don't think so. I don't recognize it in that color, but I like it. Jack Bergman. Oh, man. He says, I've been watching for nearly 5 years. Finally caught one of the streams. Thank you for continuously producing videos. Well, thank you for watching for so long. I'm glad that you're able to catch one of these. And thank you so much for that very generous tip. Very, very, very much appreciated. And for all the support. I'm seeing a lot of support. I'm going to come back to you guys in the chat. Again, a lot of people joining a little bit late. Totally my fault because I didn't put the notification out. But I'm going to go through these once and we'll come back and focus on the chat. This set here is called, what is it? Oh, this is the Newbury Abandoned Prison, right? So 400 pieces for this one and $40 US. That's a perfect price to part ratio right there. And I have lost my arrow. There's my arrow. There we go. Perfect price to part ratio. What about the set though? Is it cool? Let's see, there are 2 cells. Are there just 2 cells? That's interesting that they used this door piece. I hope to see that piece used more and more in the future. It's a really interesting piece, and it can be used on top. It can be used underneath. It can be used in different orientations. So this almost looks like it's on a deserted island or something. Suggestions of sand and a tropical area, and it's just been kind of reclaimed. That's cool right there. The basketball hoop. I like that print for this torso. Otherwise, I need to see it around the back. Yeah, I like that piece, but they don't really show it to you much around the back, do you? Or do they? I haven't seen pictures of it. I guess this is a picture from around the back, or is that just rotated? Now that is from around the back. They don't really show it that much. So you've got these things that pop down. Or is this the back? Like, I'm confused. No. So these get rotated around up here. Yeah, those spin. They're just not showing you the other side of it. And that makes me suspicious. I feel like if they don't show it, it's probably because it doesn't look too good. Or there's just not much there. So $40 for this, I'm not sure about that personally. Alien Killer 82 says, in my opinion, the prison is trash. Oh man, rough, but it's your opinion, and I can't argue against it, to be honest with you. It doesn't look that great. Now, we don't have good pictures of this one. The Ghost Fire Truck 3000, 760 pieces, $80. So there's this picture from a 360 video. I just did a capture of it, and this really shows you what all is here. That thing is interesting. Harkens back to some very, very old stuff, very, very 80s walking TV robot kind of thing. Again, one of these dudes, different headgear piece, but looks really cool. And this is like a Slenderman. This is like the main bad guy. This is his expanded form. That is totally unique. Lego has never dared to do anything like that, and I like it. I have zero complaints about this. Maybe it's not very articulatable. Oh well. I'm sure that at least the arms can be moved around. A little bit of customization, I think. Could do some work to that. Now, this looks cool. Kind of a classic, a very classic. Is it an engine, or is it a fire engine or fire truck? I don't know the nomenclature properly, and I always get corrected. No matter what I say on that, I always get corrected by people who focus on fire apparatus. But okay, there we go. Fire apparatus. I like what's under there, and they just tacked on some additional stuff to make it a ghost fighting vehicle. I'm fine with that. I like these. That was a good idea. Looks like some of this stuff hopefully can open. Hopefully these can actually be opened. But do they have enough pieces in this set is what I want to know to convert this just to a plain fire apparatus. If I take all this other stuff off, will it look complete? Or will it have some large bracket pieces that are very awkward, and some, weird colored things. Like behind here, are there studs on the side pieces that are red or black? Or are they like yellow or green or something like that? That's what I want to know. I want to be able to convert this and see what it looks like. 8 studs wide. A lot of people will appreciate that for something of this size in real life. Thank you to Miles Plays. Welcome back to the stream once again. Those are new parts for Slender's legs, he says. Are they? Which parts? Because I don't think this is a new part. Is this a new part? I think it's just one of these. I think this right here is the same as this arm piece. It has a Technic pin at the end and a bar-sized opening out here, if I remember correctly, or is it Technic pin at both? Technic pin in, Technic pin out. I think it's Technic pin out here and Technic pin in, or is it axle? I don't remember that piece. I am in the parts room back here, so I could just scoot over and look at it. But these look familiar to me. But let us move on, though, because I need to talk about the castle. The mysterious castle, or the castle of mystery. And chat, I see you guys are wow, really really coming in here quite a bit. Again, just as a reminder, I'm going through these sets once. After I go through them once, mostly for the sake of the folks who are going to see this after the fact, after it's live, on replay. After that, I'll come back and focus on the chat and really interact with you guys more directly on every single one of these sets and answer a bunch of your additional questions. So this is the Mysterious Castle, or the Castle of Mystery, 1,035 pieces, $100 or €100 for this one. At first glance, this looks pretty cool to me. I like the color scheme, the fact that they have a lot of black in there that gives it a lot of contrast while still being gothic. And then they also bring in the dark tan, and these are tinted pieces. So those are the trans dark brown or trans black parts at the top of this observation or astronomy tower kind of thing. That's kind of cool. And then looking at the figures here, so here's that same bad guy in just a different form, the main villain, and a couple of the foot soldiers. They're identical. I think they could have done the two different versions, but this makes them, I don't know, I can go either way with that. I appreciate the inclusion or the introduction of the trans light blue color for the candle piece. I like how this opens up and closes. It faces towards you, and there is the part where it breaks and opens up. I'm hoping that these aren't all stickers, but I've got a bad feeling about that. It looks like there will be like 40 stickers in this, and half of them like 2x6 or 2x5 or larger. A lot of big stickers in this, but I like the thing overall. I especially like this tower over here. We have another picture right here that shows you the whole thing opened up. And I don't think by default all of these the ghostly possession parts will display. I'm hoping that those will be able to be folded away by default, and you don't just open everything and it's just always there. That should have some sort of transformation ability to it, in my opinion. But the way that this opens up and is playable there, I think is just good overall design. And then around the back, it's also open. And there's enough room to be able to put figures in there. A very small piano right here. Got some artifacts over here that have to be collected, I'm assuming. I like the stained glass window designs, but they are stickers. Looks like they intend for you to put figures on those spots right there. And okay, maybe when you open this up. Oh, no. I know there's a trapdoor right there, but this looks like a mechanism to unveil the possession parts of the castle. And there are also some small details. There's not that much you can do around here, but at least you can like have a figure climb up and then have a battle up at the top or something. Here also, very little space. That should have been an attic. That should have been a storage spot there, I think. But overall, I like how this is different. I like how this is different. So there we go. that's all I wanted to do. Just first off, just go through all of the sets. Now I'm going to look back over here, check out the chat stream, make sure I didn't miss anything. Thanks again to Mayo, Lego Fanboy, Miles Plays, Jack Bergman, and Miles Plays again. That's right. Man. All right. Let me just get caught up a little bit. Castle looking good, says Ant-Man Music. Wow, we got over 300 people in here with no advance warning. We got caught up. Appreciate that. Let's see. The castle is nostalgia from Monster Hunters. Appears very different from the box art. We're going to talk about the box art as well. How long is the video? Well, I mean, I've gone through the main stuff now, so now it's just chat. It comes down to how long y'all want it to be. Just getting caught up. They brought back the Uruk-hai, brought back the Uruk-hai weapons. They've continued to use those pretty consistently, actually. They've done them in a number of different colors. Isn't the TV guy from Alpha Team? Did Alpha Team do one of those as well? Hope they'll make a Lady E. Yeah, they need to make a proper Lady E. Maybe even multiples of her. Which do I like better? Ninjago or Star Wars? Ooh. Well, I do like Star Wars better in the real life. In the real life. The fire truck can be... Dylan Prouty says the fire truck can be converted into a mech. I don't know if it requires reassembly or if it's just a transformation. I saw a photo of it somewhere. I haven't seen that photo myself. But it looks like it would probably need some rebuild. It would be nice if all of this stayed together. I'm assuming that some rebuild would be required there. Oh, there it is. Oh, there. You can see it right there. It's the whole back part. The whole back comes off. So it actually separates. It's not... Thank you for pointing that out, by the way. I had not even realized that because I didn't focus on this because it was such a tiny image. But yeah, good looking out. It just picks up from the back. So you still have a vehicle and you have a mech as well. And it's a decent looking mech. That's pretty cool. Appreciate that. Do you think the back of the model up top looks a bit open? So that was when we were looking at... That was when we were looking at the castle. The model up top looks a bit open. You're talking about the castle? Was that... Sorry, I missed that a little bit. Whoa, what is that Slenderman looking thing? Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's a Slenderman looking thing. What am I going to add on to my zoo as soon as I can? If we're talking about box art, it almost feels like false advertising. Like any Lego box that is a render or obscure stuff is odd. It says Miles Plays with another super chat. Thank you for that. Let's see. Hey, D. Tenaglia. Sorry I was like 3 minutes late. No problem. Do I think this is the weakest wave of hidden side sets so far? I thought the last one was kind of weak. There was a lot of stuff there that I personally didn't like. So, box art and hidden side in general. The last time that I was at a Lego store, I talked to the manager. I asked about different themes, how they were doing and everything. And one of the things I asked about was hidden side. And they're like, yeah, hidden side hasn't been doing all that well. And we talked about the box art, and I think he was being a little bit careful about it. He didn't give it too much criticism, but it was like awkward pauses while he was talking about it. I've heard from folks at Targets, and I've seen some evidence of this happening at Walmart's as well, with stuff from the very first releases, that some stores would turn the boxes around to show the back, since the box art on the front was just so difficult to interpret. It's so difficult for customers to understand what they were even getting there, even if they were real boxes, or if they were just display pieces to get you to think about a new theme. This box art right here, this looks good. This shows you what's there. At least there's a major focus on what's there, and you can see what it's intended to be. This leaves big questions because there's so much of the add-on stuff with the ghosts and everything. Where do I get this? Do I get this? I don't quite understand that. As a consumer, as someone who doesn't know what Hidden Side is, just looking at it for the first time, looking at this box, I don't know what all I'm getting. Here, I'm assuming that I get the sub. I'm not sure if I get this guy because that's clearly just a totally different style of render. Is he analogous to that? Because that doesn't come in the package, nor does that. But then this does? See, it's kind of confusing. But at least I feel like the box art for these is better than they started out with, where most of them looked more like this, where it was just totally confusing. A lot of people have liked the box art for Hidden Side because it's different and it's artsy and it's innovative. But I think box art, first and foremost, needs to show you what is inside the box. Let me get caught up a little bit of monologue there. Will I be reviewing Batman sets? Yeah, I will continue to review Batman sets, to be sure. Yes, new Mega stuff will be coming up eventually, whenever it becomes available. Let's see. The price of the Castle Ellie Basher, they're looking at $100. $100 or €100 for 1,035 pieces. Hovercar reminds me of the Spider Cycle Chase set. I can see that. How many Hidden Side waves have there been? It's in like 3 seasons, split up a little bit. Sorry I'm late, Mr. Kaboom. No problem, not your fault. This is a weird time, and again, I didn't give you guys any advance warning. Fire Truck Mech reminds me of the Galaxy Squad 1, says JP Fan. Jacob Gardner, I have some Lego Hidden Side. What do you think about it? Slenderman, kind of, yep. Confusion on the box art is transition from toy to the app, which doesn't do the sets justice, says Ant-Man Music. Good point. Prison set has a sig fig of one of the designers. Is that this one here, or is it this one? I'm assuming it's this one, yeah? I have a real bad feeling this is the last wave of Hidden Side. I wouldn't be surprised. It's not sold well. I've seen so many. Just even first season sets still on shelves, just collecting dust. The front should be the back. The back should be the app. Do I think there will be a direct-to-consumers set for Hidden Side? Oh, man. If they could really put their all into a big Hidden Side set and do it nicely, a large castle or a large, like a town, do like a Main Street kind of set, but make it be a Hidden Side town where it can be fully built, looking nice and normal. And then you have add-ons that will make it haunted, but not trying to do both at the same time. That could be useful if they did it well. How much is the fire truck? Deep Soil asks. The fire truck is a whopping $80 US, 80. It's 760 pieces for this whole set. The skeleton is the designer? Let's see something here. Oops. Boney, your Lego buddy, I answered your question long ago. Which Lego theme do I think has the best mechs? Well, now definitely Ninjago. All the Lego themes that are not like City, Ninjago, Technic, or Disney themes don't seem to sell well. It varies from place to place, from what I've heard. Excited for Halo Infinite, of course. New and Kylo. The designer is Tooth Dominoes' sig fig. Oh. So you're saying... Wait. Tooth? Who is Tooth Dominoes then? I'm trying to look at the names up here. Let's I thought it was from the... Y'all are confusing me. That was from this set. And who's Tooth Dominoes in this set? Imagine if they put their effort into a Hidden Side set like they did with the Atlantis set with the shark head entrance and portal. Box art and the app are a couple drawbacks for the theme, in my opinion, but as far as sets go, I think this is one of the coolest original themes to come out of LEGO since Monster Fighters. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly one of the most original themes that they've come up with, period, right? How much is the castle, Travis Blackmore? $100 for one, or €100 for 1,035 pieces. Christopher Nearing, Jang, glad to see no tech problems. Thank you. I've had tons of tech problems for the past couple of hours as I've been trying to set up this different space, though temporary it may be for now. Miles Plays, thank you for another contribution. Man, you seriously, you don't have to. I will try to pick out your responses. I don't want this to be expensive for you, but thank you. It says Hidden Side sets have awesome ghost parts, but most of the sets themselves feel like add-ons you'd get for the app and not that the app is for the set. You know what is the most interesting thing that I heard? Yes, CM4 Sai, which figure is Tooth Dominoes? Which figure? Which figure in which set? One of the things that the LEGO store manager told me is that they get a lot of people coming in, who don't know LEGO, parents, looking for what to get for their kids. And employees will offer them, what do you think about this? This is an original thing, Hidden Side, and it integrates with this app, like it's modern, it's different. And then the parents are like, wait, you have to use the app with it? No, you don't have to use the app with it, but you can. No, I don't want my kids to be playing with the darn phone more. I want them to play with something tangible, something physical, something real. I'm here at the LEGO store because I want a substitute for at least some time of some day for my kids to do something other than just stare at a small screen really, really close to their face. So the app integration, completely ironically, has actually turned away some sales for this. I never would have expected that. And if I was a designer on the Hidden Side set, or a Hidden Side team, I would just be, oh, no. Because you can't expect something like that. Nathan W., wow, that is entirely too much. But thank you very much. I guess your first time catching one of my streams, and I really appreciate your contribution to it. Nathan W. says, finally caught one of your streams. It's 6 a.m. here in the UK. Oh, man. I've been watching for years and wanted to support you in a small way. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. It says, I think Hidden Side is a cool theme, but find the box art a strange choice, too. I agree with you. So thank you again for your support and your long-time viewership. Petition to make the fire truck $40 to $60 instead of $80. Nice one, Deep Soil. I agree with you. Do I think this is a loving ripoff of Monster Fighters? To some degree, yes. It's like a revamped Monster Fighters, essentially. Castle and Fire Truck are probably going to sell well, says Joey Bossenbrook. But the others just don't too much, I guess. Castle should sell well. The prison set should sell terribly, in my opinion. I think the car looks cool, though, personally. Slender Man is the designer. The guy with the tan hair in the prison is one of the designers. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Him. That's what I thought. I pointed at him before. Okay, that makes sense. Brandon Bower. Hey, Jang, I won a $500 LEGO Masters Sweepstakes gift card. Been thinking about the Hogwarts Castle after watching your review. Man, congratulations to you. That is fantastic. And definitely put some time into it. Look at all the pictures of all the things and just imagine yourself having all the things that you could possibly get with that gift card. And, immerse yourself so that when you actually make a decision and you spend that money on some awesome LEGO stuff, you'll already know that you're going to really enjoy it, and you probably won't have the buyer's remorse afterwards. The last thing you want to do when you get a big amount of money that you can spend, or money equivalent that you can spend on something in general, like a theme or a store or something where you can spend it. The last thing you want to do is just go in real quick and just I have this money, buy it. So put some time into it and get some stuff that you're really going to enjoy. And congratulations again. That is awesome. Sapphire Wood says, I only had the Newberry High School. That's a good one, though, right? It's pretty big. Why don't I review classic sets? I have reviewed hundreds of classic sets, sir. And I will continue to in the future. Just haven't done a lot most recently. Do I think, Boney, your Lego buddy, do you think they should make another wave of Lego Overwatch sets? Absolutely. 100%. Leonardo, hello from the Philippines. ¿Cómo está? Thank you for joining. Do I like Ninjago or Nexo Knights? Yes. Tad. Yes. Do I have the Monster Hunters Vampire? I believe I still do. And I also have the Haunted House. I think I still have the Haunted House put together. It's just under the city somewhere. Uriel says, I just want to thank you for the time and effort you put on all your videos. You're the best. Greetings from Mexico. Well, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for that positivity and that support. I definitely try to do the best that I can and try to improve over time as well. Is the price per piece, Chrono asks, is the price per piece of sets from both licensed and non-licensed themes generally going up? I feel like it may have gone up a little bit. It's not a whole lot, but I'm starting to notice it. I haven't looked at the data in the past year or so, but it does feel like it consistently, like you said, licensed and non-licensed. How cool would it be to have a train theme? All the cool sell individual cars for $20 to $30 each. They've done that in the past. Once upon a time, they did something like that. They were overpriced a bit, I think. But, yeah, people globally aren't into model trains as much as they were 30 years ago, especially. They're still big in some countries, but not enough. Is Hidden Side worth the money, asks Tristan. Is it worth your money? Well, that's a decision you'll have to make. But I think some of the sets are good, some are not. I wouldn't invest hugely into it myself. Last super chat before I'm going to go watch Smallville. Oh, wow. And I just have one question. What does the fox say? That's a rhetorical question. But thank you so much, Miles Plays. You've contributed entirely too much to this. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support and the positivity and the smiles along the way. Watto Extreme asks, why am I not in the White Void? Because I'm tired of converting the White Void room over to do these kinds of videos. I'm looking for a new spot, and this probably won't be it, but I'm looking for a new spot to and I've mentioned this before, to just be doing the live streaming things of this sort, this type of set. I'm actually going to do another live stream. I'm going to try to do another live stream tonight of a different type, a type that I've never done before, that a lot of people have asked for, and that is building with you guys. So doing a set that I don't need to do a pure build of, but I still want to do a speed build of, in the build space, in the build room, but actually interacting with the chat by voice. Not on the Pure Builds channel, but on this channel here. So many people have asked for it. I figured I'd just try it, It doesn't have to be an either or thing. I'm trying things. I'm opening my mind. Please stay focused on the sets. Chat afterwards. I already went through all the sets. Iconic NZZZZZZ. I already went through all the sets, man. It was the very first thing that I did. How about a Black Void room, Mr. Kaboom? I've thought about that. That can work, but I'm not positive. Do you hope that the rumors about new Indiana Jones sets coming are true? Are they? New Indiana Jones sets? They would have to do a new Indiana Jones movie, you know, like they'd have to reboot it again. I don't know about that. Doesn't sound right to me. Found a new Lego Stingray on eBay. I heard about that. Currently making Hidden Side in Minecraft. That is a fantastic idea, because then you got the mobs there, and it's just always possessed at night. You just switch back and forth. CM4 Psy asks, is that the correct way to pronounce your handle, by the way? I've never asked. If you were given the chance to design a good Hidden Side set, what would it be? A good Hidden Side set. So, without thinking about it too much, I just... as soon as I read that question, I just thought of a whale. This is probably completely silly, but it's just the first thing that came to my mind. It's a whale, and it's just kind of normal, but like almost Duplo, and it's like a chibi. It's large, but it's super deformed. You know, really big, bulbous in the front, really short tail, and it opens up, and there's a world inside. I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to my mind, and I don't know why. That is the correct pronunciation. Congrats on being one of the few. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. How much is the sub? Deep Soil asks. The sub is a $20 set for 224 pieces. How long do I think the Ninjago theme should go on for? As long as it sells, and as long as they're making new versions, new sets, new themes, like sub themes of it that are interesting. I don't feel like they've completely run out of ideas for it as yet. Some of it has gotten self-derivative, but I don't know. I think they should just keep doing it until it stops selling. Why not? What do I think of Lego's new original Jurassic World sets and the new dinosaur mold line? Zachary, check out my view. What? I need to eat. been racking my head and beating my head against the wall with all the tech stuff that's been going wrong early in the day trying to set this up. But check out my video that's about those. Do I want Monster Fighters to come back? I think it's something that could, but given that they've just done Hidden Side now, it would take quite a while before they would be able to bring it back in full, I think. Whale World, Dino Mission says. Yeah, something like that. Sorry, Jang. I just got here. No problem. There wasn't even that much chance for you to get a notification for this. I blame myself for that, so no worries. Do I think Lego Simpsons should return? Yes, I actually do. There's so much that they didn't do for that, but they need to focus on high-end, large sets for more collectors, I think, for that, and just do a bunch of, big, solid house or larger size sets for that. When is my next live stream? I'm going to try to do another one later tonight or today. Probably 3 hours from now, thereabouts. I'll try to give you guys a little bit more heads up on that, but I'm not sure if I will be able to, because I've got to change over to another space again. It's going to be experimental. You are very welcome for the live stream, Wilfred. And I very much appreciate you being here. Just subscribed, Tristan, thank you. I hope that I am able to provide good stuff for you that you're able to enjoy. Cameron C., thank you for your contribution, man. Wow. kind of late here, but I appreciate that. I hope I deserve that at this point. The question is, what would you like to see as a Ninjago City modular expansion? I want to see an elevated train station that you can connect to it with a little bit of marketplace underneath, like a more of an open marketplace with a focus on produce, like a food market and produce market space down below, and then the elevated rail that goes around, and then they can have some small shops or apartments up top. It only needs to be 2 stories tall, in my opinion. But great question, and I really appreciated the inspiration to think about that. Because now I'm going to continue to think about it. Man, I want to work on my city so badly. So badly. Not going to sleep. What is sleep? The mic awake. Ah! Your name is ironic. The mic awakens. Not going to sleep? He asks. Do I want Lego SpongeBob to return? No offense. I don't care. Not a SpongeBob fan myself. Not saying it's bad. It's just not something that I've been into. Do I, or have I ever had any pets besides BMO? Yes. In the past. It has been quite a while. Jang, how late do you work? I work about 14 to 20 hours a day. I do not hate SpongeBob. Don't say that. People always go into extremes. Just because something isn't my favorite thing in the entire world doesn't mean I hate it. I work 14 on average, 14 to 18 hours a day. Sometimes up to 20. Sometimes I'll go multiple days without sleeping, whatever it takes to do what needs to do what must be done. If I could design a modular building, what type of architecture would I base it off of? Well, I'd really love them to move to something more modern. Personally, like way more modern. Patrick is my very fave. Hey, Nolan, how you doing? I didn't see you there. Sorry, it's just going by so quickly. Am I dead? I don't think so. This is the silliest question I've ever gotten, and I love it. Vladimir says, Jang, you're a workaholic. Yes, I absolutely have been a workaholic for the entirety of my Lego life. In all things that I do, I put my all into it. Why did I quit CCBS? I kind of lost the love for it and just got completely sucked into the brick-based world, as I expected would happen once I touched back into it, just touched my toes into it a little bit more. So yeah, there's only so much one can do, and I think I chose the right option there, certainly for me. Do I know J3TB J3? Oh, it's Jet Black. Got it. Jet Blackwing. Do you know that PewDiePie mentioned you in a video? He didn't mention me, but he did show me, very, very briefly. Cole Helms asks, do you not receive sets from Lego like some other creators? Because you give us honest thoughts and point out criticisms. Well, first of all, receiving sets from Lego doesn't automatically make a person dishonest. Though, from what I've seen, even amongst the most honest people that I trust and respect, it has an impact on what they do. The main reason that I don't accept stuff from Lego is not because of that. I'm not worried about them influencing my opinions in that way. I just don't want to have to deal with the corporate mess of the restrictions that they put on you, of not letting you review stuff that you've bought, but then if you can show them a receipt, like you'll get harassed on some of that stuff. And there are just so many restrictions, and if they send you a bunch of stuff and then you don't review some of it, you're going to get a phone call or an email saying, hey, this is part of the deal, you expect to see some social media coverage. I don't want to have any of those ties whatsoever. I don't want any of that pressure, any of that weirdness. I just want to do videos for you guys and build stuff, I don't want to have any of that drama. Gotta go, Studio Brickton. Well, thank you for joining, and hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope to see you in some more. Why did I choose to add a slight light blue gradient to my background during reviews? Just for the parts where I'm there, like at the beginning and the end. It's because a lot of people were saying that there's just too much white, and it's too bright on some screens, even though so many people asked for me to continue doing the white background, which is why I didn't change my studio to something completely different, which I was planning to do, but based on viewer feedback and requests, I kept the white, but then it was like, it's too much white. So I just toned it down a little bit. That's why. And I can change that out in the future as well. It's digital. It's not actually there. It's digital. So it's nice to have that option as well. Shivan actually joined a little late. Not your fault. It's okay. Ha! Slenderman had a son with Voldemort. Yes. Do I think I'll get the Haunted Fairground set? I don't. Wilfred, thank you. Thank you for your sticker right there. Very cool. Put in a cool sticker. I appreciate your contribution as well. And I appreciate the smile that you brought me right there. I hope that some other folks got a little smile out of that as well. Take care, Lord Chicken. Thank you for joining. What video did he show Jang talking about the PewDiePie reference? It was the Kappa one, the main one where he showed a bunch of stuff from different folks. And some of the stuff that I did for my first Kappa related video got used by others as well on various media and got a lot of views with no attribution for my editing work. But oh well. What do I think about the Monkey Kid theme? I did a video about that. I like a lot of it. Every time I watch one of your videos lately, I find myself wondering, where's that music coming from? It's so quiet. I think it's coming from somewhere else. Yeah, that's it's funny. Music, I've had it on my videos the whole time, throughout the life of this channel. It's always there. And I adjust the volume of it, adjust the level ever so slightly. Just the tiniest bit. Go up a little bit, and then people are like, oh, turn the music down. Oh my God. I turn it back down. Why don't you use music anymore? I turn it back up. And it's just like in this tiny little space, this tiny little audio range. It goes up and down, and I chase it, and it's never right. Somebody's mentioning Jake Hewitt. Thank you for your super chat. Hey Jang, I've loved your content for many years now. I want to show some support. Well, you could just leave a comment. You don't have to give a donation. But I mean, thank you for just being here, man. That's all the support that I can possibly ask for. So anything above that is truly just above and beyond, and I very much appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for your genuine thoughts and inspiring creativity. I'm glad that I'm at least able to do that for you, and I appreciate your kindness there very much. What? There's music? Can't say I've ever noticed it, and I've watched so many videos forever. What? Really? Yes, seriously, Heath. It's there on almost every single video I've ever done. More than 4,000 of my videos have music in the background. And I actually change music from season to season, and sometimes from theme to theme. I thought the music was new. Thought it was in some of your older videos, but thought I hadn't heard it in a long while. It's so funny. It's his theme song. Been using it for years? No, there isn't anything that I've been using for years. There are some old ones that I bring back from time to time, just for nostalgia's sake. But I don't do it. I don't do it continuously. Saw Mindstorm's EV3 is retiring. They better have a replacement for it. A really, really good one. Because I have had much respect for Mindstorm since the original one. I feel like they need to continue that and just make it better and have more functions and such. Riff Raff has always noticed the music. Why can't we see Monkey Kid? That video was taken down temporarily because Lego was being a butt. They were going around and having people take their content down about that stuff. For doing YouTube as long as you've done it, asks BrickFilmer125. What keeps you motivated even if you experience burnout? Wow, there's a good question. What keeps me motivated doing YouTube as long as I've done it? And do you realize how long I've been doing YouTube? My earliest YouTube video was uploaded in probably 2005. I don't think it even exists anymore. It's got to be longer than that. I think it goes back. I think it goes back farther than that. but early to mid 2000s. Yeah, what keeps me motivated? The main thing that keeps me motivated is liking the stuff that I do and believing in the stuff that I do. But yeah, so that's the main thing. So even no matter what YouTube does itself, no matter what trials and tribulations I go through, no matter how much I get beaten down by the system, no matter how much unfairness I may perceive in how things are done on YouTube and how it works, and the unfair ratio between effort expended and views acquired for something, still I like what I'm doing. So I can very frequently just do a video and enjoy doing it and be glad that I did it, even if it doesn't get a lot of views. So that's absolutely the number one thing, is liking the stuff that I do, believing in the stuff that I do. And also another major thing, no matter how bad stuff gets in the world sometimes, no matter how awful YouTube algorithm changes can be, I look in the comment section, I see just so many people just constantly just saying, hey, Jang, appreciate you providing just some happiness, just some positivity, just some fun, sharing some creativity, sharing some thoughts about some innocent little plastic bricks. I see people that have health issues, mental health, trials that they've gone through, that talk about my videos just providing some foundation of some base for them, reducing anxiety, helping people with PTSD. Like there's good stuff that's being done. So as long as that is being done, the monetization can go away, the views can go away, as long as there are people who are enjoying the stuff that I do and they're getting some goodness out of it. I will always have motivation to continue, even if it's not at the same level. Still, yeah, you guys, to put it shortly in two words, that's a major thing. Just retired the Parisian restaurant. Is Brick Builder my friend? I do not know Brick Builder. I know who he is, of course, but I don't know him. I have had contact with Brick Builder just a few times, just letting him know about there's a fly coming around here, letting him know about some videos that were stolen of his, but other than that, I have no contact. Folks, I will be taking off for a little bit. I'm going to be taking a break. I've been on here for just shy of an hour. Appreciate all of your support, to be sure. I'm glad that so many of you were able to come through. And like I said, I will be trying to come back later on this evening or later today, depending upon where you are in the world, and trying for the very first time a small build in the build room, in Studio B, with narrative chat, just chatting with you, with all of you, whoever is there. So stay tuned for that. Don't wait for it right now. It'll probably be a few hours out. See, My Butt Cheeks 11. That's the name of a viewer right here. But look at this. He says, "Hey, Jang, I just want to say thanks for being you. You helped me out through a good chunk of my parents' divorce." Ouch. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. "And you've also helped me decide which Lego sets I want. Anyway, thanks, Jang. Keep being you." Well, thank you for sharing that. That's a pretty personal thing. I do hope that you've gotten through that. It does sound like you've gotten through that. It sounds like you're internally pretty strong. I just get a little sense of that. And I appreciate your support. I appreciate you sharing that. And I hope that you're enjoying yourself in this hobby, yeah? Did I notice shoulder pads from the Batman movie Nightwing? Yes. Wasn't even born before 2005. I feel like I missed a lot of Jangbricks. Well, it hasn't always been Jangbricks. But don't leave us. Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll be back. I will be back. We will... What? Don't know what that was, but things are slowing down. I'm going to cut it off. Thank you for watching this. Hope you enjoyed looking at my thoughts and hearing my thoughts about this. Appreciate you all sharing your thoughts as well about these hidden side sets. And again, I will be back. Take care. That's it for now. Oh, one last thing. Got to do this at the end. Got to make sure I do this at the end. A special thanks for the extra above and beyond support from Mayo, Lego Fanboy, Miles Plays times multiple, Jack Bergman, Nathan W., Cameron C., Wilfred Padilla, and Jake Hewitt. Take care all, and I will be back. Thanks.